All right, Esper Lich. For people who haven't been playing Standard since last season, Lich refers to this card here, Lich's Mastery. Lich's Mastery has hexproof. Says you can't lose the game. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. When you lose life for each 1 life loss, exile a permanent you control or a card from your hand or graveyard. When this leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. So this card kind of takes over for us, which is sweet. Lets us use our health total as a resource in the early game and then slam this down in the late game. And then it turns effects like Revitalize and Oath of Kaya into effects that draw a bunch of cards so they gain a bunch of life. Let's dive on into some matches here and see how this goes. Yeah, we did. I turned up the graphics at MTGO here. Decided to try and stress my video card a little bit for the second half of the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on the draw. We got a lot of blue sources in our deck. I mean, I have 4 Othakayas that kill Narset after she down-ticked, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. I also have some Vraska's Contempts. I've got an Elderspell. Elderspell's in the sideboard. Yeah, rotation doesn't happen to the fall. So Magic Standard format goes between 5 sets being legal and 8 sets being legal. So it's not until the 9th set would be added in October that rotation happens. I wonder if we'll see them not down-tick this so she doesn't die to the Kaya.
Meditate and prepare.
They're fine to just get this out of our hand. Hey, Blackwell. Thank you for the 12 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Going.
Still have much to learn.
This is a good draw. It's our second black source here. Earl the Terror coming in hot with the brand new Prime. Welcome, welcome. Definitely think that's the play. Perfect. Yeah, that can stay there. And then their Thought Erasure. These are like basically 2 Lich's Masteries, right? Is the other one a Lich's Mastery? Actually, is Lich's Mastery even that good on this board? Like, I'm at 26. I don't have any ways to gain life just yet. It actually took my acquisition, which I think is the right line. I don't think I'm playing this on 6. So, even though my opponent knows about this Glacial Fortress, I'm gonna elect to play the Isolated Chapel this turn. And the reason for that, even though it gives my opponent extra information, is this way if they draw another Bellhaunt next turn, I have triple black guaranteed and I don't have to discard this. So this way any 6 land lets me cast this in case they draw Bellhaunt.
You show remorse. I'll make you straight. That's more like it.
I'll take their Kaya's Wrath here, because there is an Azul in my sideboard. That might be useful at some point, if I get my Mastermind's acquisition.
Might be a bad idea.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I kind of walked into this one, huh? Good line on the opponent's part here. Would love to draw a 3-mana Teferi of my own so I can pick my Oath up and kill theirs.
I have practiced within my own just the trick for this.
Feel like we're en route to getting buried here. Yeah.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Hey, Kaser MTG, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. We at least get to kill this, even if we don't get to draw a card off of this. But then, like, big Teferi sitting here looming over us. You need to hit an answer to him ASAP.
I know. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Don't worry. I got this. I've got time.
I'll take another draw step or two. Because my deck is creatureless, my opponent's deck does have a lot of dead cards in it game one, like these cast downs and stuff like that. So we do stand to accrue some virtual card advantage. We can kind of play through them being full-handed if we hit a good series of draws, which is nice.
Let's try this.
I have baby Teferi in play, so like if I find a way to kill their big Teferi, we know it guarantees resolve. Yeah, like even things like Bell Hunt here just like don't really have that much text. Although I guess it kills my Time Raveler. So looking for a way to kill this or this here on this draw step.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
This technically reduces my life total, but it means any card I draw that gains life is much, much better.
Here goes nothing. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Cleansing Nova. Cleansing Nova is not very common to play out of my opponent's deck, and it's not something that I can play around, so I'm not going to. Unban Glimpse. The Elf King asking to unban Glimpse checks out, but I think Glimpse is one of the cards that if I had control of the modern ban list, I would leave banned. Glimpse is the type of card that basically just does busted things, and my advocations for the modern ban list would be to introduce things back into the format that are more fair and interactive. Revitalize, Othakaya. These are the type of things we're looking for. I don't know about a bunch, but I definitely would add a few.
Responsibility.
Any chance they have a Dread Horde and you should hit your walkers? Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I appreciate this specific.
I'll protect you.
Alright, we're getting Thought Erasure. That's exciting. Drew possibly the best card in our deck. And then we get Thought Erasure. Alright, we all done. We all done. So I was testing my Ren deck more, and I tried the Bridgevine deck, so it deck's a wee bit better. Bridgevine's actually already in the queue. You're welcome to submit another copy of it, because that deck is in fact great. Am I worried about Thief after sideboard? Not really. A lot of these hero decks haven't been playing any Thieves in the 75, and even if they do, I still have, like, Othakaya and 3-mana Teferi to, like, tempo it a little bit. Did you already donate for a Ren deck, Drew? I don't know that I have a second Ren deck in the queue. Bridgevine, Citadel. I have another Ren deck in the queue, unless you submitted it through the forum and I haven't responded to you yet, or you haven't donated for it yet. Well, we'll shoot. I guess I'll take the thing that's not like the others. Hey, Team Darkwater. Thanks for the 12 months of support. I appreciate you shipping your Beza bucks back this way again. I have a sword to go with your shield.
I am not going to sit this one out. Trust me, I have a plan.
There is not red-green lands. Did you already send in a donation for it? I don't see a red-green lands in the queue. Am I just getting a land with this? I think I'm just getting a land with this. Is that a waste? Probably not a waste. Worst rampant growth ever.
Here we go.
That's true. That's true. They don't know that we got a land here. This card's a mystery currently.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Might be a bad idea. Let's slow this down. There goes nothing.
Drop me a DM, Drew, and let me know what day you cheered bits, or what email you sent, and what email you sent the donation from. Maybe something got messed up.
Only time will tell. I've got it. This isn't a fight you can win. I've got time. Suppose that's how it was meant to
I'm
happen.
gonna go ahead and do this to let this draw another card. They play a big Tef, I'm a little bit sad, I guess, but...
If you show
Always.
remorse, we need to move quickly. That's more like it.
The landfall deck played modern, and it was slow and fair, and it died. That's true. That's true, Lucas. If I don't play the Elderspell, they probably never play this.
There are so many who hone your prowess.
Morning Hide. Yikes. So Lich's Mastery doesn't do anything in the face of this card. Which is unfortunate. I can at the very least plus this and then use the Discovery on their turn.
I won't
You should
forget
have
our
seen
time
that coming.
together.
I don't do this lightly.
Alright. Alright. Lich's Mastery versus Teferi Emblem. Let's go. Why would I Dispersal there?
This is hardly my worst defeat.
What benefit would I gain from casting Dispersal in that spot?
You just let me know if you're up for it.
Like they have another Teferi in their hand.
Trust me. Hurry.
They had already emblemed Doc Prof.
We will meet again.
They had already emblemed.
Hardly my worst defeat.
That was clever. They desparked their thing to deny me the 2 life gain to stop the 2-card drop. It's a good line. If I hit a land drop every turn, we could possibly win the game still.
Right on schedule. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Oh geez, I forgot about that. I guess I want to hold that in my hand to discard to a,
Only a matter of time.
I want to hold that in my hand to discard to a Bellhaunt.
Sorry I'm late. Let's try this. You just let me know if you're up for round 2. Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
No, the opponent's playing Esper hero, so like they have heroes and maybe Bellhaunts in their deck. Mushy Sasquatch, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. So we're only ever gonna have 6 lands for the rest of the game.
Worst defeat.
Losing our blue mana slowly. What's our win con? I think we're just dead, right? I have
This is hardly my worst defeat.
yeah, if you play second Lich's Master, you die because the other one leaves the battlefield. I mean, that was one of our better draws. So draw 3. So we don't lose from decking. So like, if we can kill their win cons.
We'll meet again.
Oh, you don't lose that. That makes sense. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, I'm actually gonna take this one off the ladder. This deck's probably not particularly competitive. Let's hop into a constricted queue where the deck quality tends to be a little bit lower. See if we can beat up on some other brews. They had a Teferi emblem, chat. They had a Teferi emblem that was going to keep exiling one of my lands every single turn. So I was never going to be able to make any headway into doing actually anything meaningful. I would encourage people who thought I was winning there, I would encourage you to read the card Lich's Mastery. All of the text on it. I know it's got a lot of text on it. I would encourage you to read this Magic the Gathering card.
Focus, keep an open mind.
I don't know. Maybe people that are confused why I conceded there think that my opponent had no creatures. My opponent very clearly had creatures in their deck. They were playing Esper Hero. This card really doesn't seem playable in a world where this is a card in a tier 1 deck. I want to just go ahead and kill their hero here. They can stick Teferi next turn, but then if they don't have a Veto, Vraska's Contempt deals with him really cleanly. The white source there means we're kind of in this game. And like they know about all the cards in their hands, so they probably just jam Teferi and draw a card here. Because they know if they don't jam him this turn, they get to counter it with Veto at some point in the future. I suppose if they have like a Thought Erasure, they might not play the Teferi this turn, but outside of Thought Erasure, I feel like they're probably just supposed to jam.
Sorry I'm late.
The email you sent the PayPal donation from, Drew, is what I said.
Only time will tell.
And you can DM it to me or you can email me from that address, whichever works.
Trust me. Thank me later. I'll protect you.
Oh, you gifted subs. Yeah, okay, I'll get it added then. The problem with sub gifting is that I'm sure you did, but the hard part about dealing with gifted subs is that there's just no tracking mechanism on Twitch. So I probably just missed it. Missed that you gifted the subs, or like missed that you listed it in there. So if I don't catch it right as it happens, it basically just doesn't. There's no way for me to go back and look. Like, now I have to do this and kill their Narset. So that way, I can actually draw a card with my Discovery later.
I concede.
I mean, yeah, the constructed queue doesn't always have worse decks. It's just, it frequently does. Maybe we will still do 4 standard decks today. Modern ran a little bit long, so I was thinking maybe we'd only do 3, but this deck looks to be a steaming pile of poop. Board the same way we did last time. Maybe I want all the oaths in my deck just because they're kind of ways to kill planeswalkers. Maybe I should board in the price too. I was leaving the price in the sideboard for Mastermind's acquisition, but I guess acquisition can technically get it out of our main deck as well, huh? So the most direct way to win Android is you use the Mastermind's acquisition to get Nezahal out of the sideboard. So there aren't really actually win conditions in my main deck so much as we fetch it with our search effect. don't know. We've been in 3-color decks for a little while. Something that's not uncommon to see is that when rotation happens, we'll have a set or two with worse mana. Is generally the norm. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, we have great mana now, but all the buddy lands are rotating in the fall. And we don't necessarily know what they're being replaced with. Just gonna hold up Veto here for a Thought Erasure. Just gonna continue to hold up Veto. Next turn I can Discovery plus still hold it too. You're hoping for filter lands. I would assume they're never going to reprint filter lands. They're super miserable in digital. Perfect. Drowned Catacomb and Isolated Chapels are in Magic jargon what we refer to as buddy lands. Testy Fella, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I wouldn't mind seeing a full cycle of, that means you lose to Unmoored Ego on Mastermind's acquisition, depending on how you sideboard, yeah. You could technically deck people as well, but yeah, my tier 12 deck loses to Unmoored Ego, as constructed. I would not mind seeing them complete the full cycle of cycle lands. That would be nice for the new non-rotating format. Temples would love to see Temples come back. The fall set is Norse mythology, right? So Temples could make sense from a Vorthos standpoint in a set like that. Landfall aggro was a total dumpster fire. Deck's way too slow and fair for Modern. I thought it was confirmed. Maybe I'm misremembering though. I don't have a source offhand on that. Look at this completely reasonable and beatable Magic the Gathering hand that my opponent has. Alright, so I'm actually just going to let this happen, and then I'm going to Elderspell it off the sideboard, because I need to save this Veto for these Command the Dread Hordes.
I have a plan. Really should have seen that coming. Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. We gotta punch through. We gotta fight through 4 cards here, chat. These are the 4, and this is a very slow clock, so that's nice. Yeah, they're missing land drops. Oh, that's a good one. Do I want to play this? I think I do. So, like, this technically gives me less life. But, like, the Absorb draws 3 now. So, like, I only have 10 life, though. I'm losing 8 life by playing this, but using my mana this turn is appealing.
Of time.
Exiling my Walker there doesn't really matter because they have their own Time Raveler in their thing. Please cast a spell. Please cast a spell. Please cast a spell. Alright. Go. The auto tap never screws you. Saying the auto tapper screwed you is like saying your pencil misspelled your word. Don't blame your tools for your shortcomings. And for the record, I could still cast the absorb there. Alright, well, we're gonna start by taking the big ones. Alright, that answers Bell Hunt. I got 5 cards in my bin. So they either cast a spell and let me draw 3, or they do nothing and let me draw 2. I think they're probably supposed to cast a spell there. I guess they can despark this in response, but like, still, is this a winning line? It looks like we are at least gonna get on the scoreboard here, which is nice. Alright, cast divination. Plus, plus, plus.
I know.
-3, redraw my draw 3. And another card. Alright, this game should be pretty over. It's gonna take us a little while to win the game, but we're solidly into garbage time here at this point. Do 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 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12. So I can Duress them, I can Mastermind's Acquisition, and I can cast Nexus of Fate this turn. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Should have known, should have known, should have known again. Do 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 do. If I activate Azcanta, I don't have enough mana left over to still Ancestral Helix. Oh, I could have discoveried into Nexus and cast it though. I should have discoveried there. Stop it. Alright, alright, they understand where this is going. They understand where this is going. Do I click submit? I think I click submit. Do I want this Price of Betrayal? I probably want this Price of Betrayal. This Arguel's Bloodfast is kind of slow and awkward against them bouncing it. There's 26 land this deck. I'm going to leave all the Othakayas in for finishing off Narset and trim Discovery because she's not good in the face of Narset. Sure. Yep. Having a pair here is good in the face of discard spells, which are likely to happen. Yep. Price of Betrayal does remove energy counters. We're incredibly likely to see Kaladesh in the fall. Cards like Price of Betrayal make me feel like that's a certainty. What's the cutoff for submissions before Corset? Don't really have a strict cutoff date. One of the things that's nice is that because this isn't a rotation happening, so like if there's decks still in the standard queue that we haven't gotten to in Corset 20 release, they can still be played and be updated with cards from the new set. So I only really have like a hard cutoff for standard submissions when there's going to be a rotation happening. I'm going to Duress here because it gets Teferi before they can play it and it clears the way for Conjecture to resolve next turn. Yeah, I do, Mr. Photon. 10 out of 10, think it's hedging for that. I'm gonna grab Contempt here, in case they stick something scary this turn while I'm tapped out. Hey, Captain Command. I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Thank you for being the most entertaining talkie box man. How is Portillo's day? Portillo's is always wonderful. Always wonderful. So I'm gonna pass for the turn here, because next turn, this gives them a chance to like draw something meaningful with this, but I have Absorb that they don't know about. But Conjecture is gonna pop off next turn to let me double Contempt, which is nice. It also means I get to shock this in and have up Absorb, which is nice. Yeah, that's exactly correct, Savage. The X in the casting cost we refer to as an alternative cost in Magic. So instead of paying mana, you exile a card, and the X is based on the exiled card's effect. Or the exiled card's cost. Right, we're actually at parity here, and we have more lands than them, which is sweet. We're actually a little bit ahead, right? Because if they rip a bomb, we have an Absorb. Waiting on a Lich's Mastery. Hey, Amarataka, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. While it might be worthwhile to hold a land in my hand to bluff, the fact that they could have a Bell Haunt make me discard a land is not ideal, so I'm just going to play them out so I have the most lands possible when we do eventually hit something. Energy won't be good anymore. I think that's a strong sentiment. I think it'll be less good than it was in Standard, because it'll have less upgrades and some of the other things going on, but I think not good in Drew Command the Dread Horde and we're dead. Got it. I guess they're only getting a couple of draws here.
Let's try this.
That's interesting. Are we getting draw stepped Thought Erasure? Alright. They drew a Veto. Brutal. They have an Elderspell maybe, and they're thinking about destroying their thing to get the other one. Sure. Yeah, I agree, Fearburger. Mono red is definitely the big concern in the new format. That will likely be the deck to beat. I hope we get Grafdigger's Cage in the Corset this summer. If we get Grafdigger's Cage in the core set this summer, I'm not super worried about it, because, like, that turns off. That's an answer to Experimental Frenzy that everyone can play. Although, I guess Mono Red gets a Braid in the new format, so Grafdigger's Cage is, like, less good there. Alright. Gives us a lot of live draws. Yeah, before I used blue light filter, Rion, I would with some frequency, maybe like once a week or so, end up with a headache related to using the computer too much from eye strain. The blue light filter has made those non-existent since I started using either the software or the glasses. There is a software filter built into most modern operating systems like Windows, Linux, and OS X that you can use too, if you're not a fan of purchasing something, but the software filters change the color of the screen by removing a lot of the blue color and adding like an orange overlay.
This isn't a fight you can win. Don't worry, I got this.
I mean, when there's powerful cards, Burgle, you have to have powerful answers to them. Like, Experimental Frenzy does exactly what you're describing now, only you have to have a disenchant. Like, Grafdigger's Cage is basically just a colorless disenchant that you get to play. Alright, so we're taking 9 this turn. There's only 8 cards in my bin, so I'm gonna have to exile something.
Oh, I've done
This card sucks so much.
Worst defeat.
I would just like to point out that it's very difficult for a 6-mana card to be what I would describe as super broken. So I'm actually going to exile a couple of lands here, because I want to leave the Vraska's Contempt in my bin in the event I draw Mirari's Conjecture, and I want to leave Oathakaya in play in the event that I drew 3-mana Teferi. So that was a good draw. Kills their Teferi and draws 3. I think I'm exiling these and then 3 lands here. How many lands do I have? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd be going down to 8 lands. So I want to go down to 9 lands and get rid of this. The upside to keeping this is it makes 3-mana Teferi a better draw, but I kind of want more lands in the face with my Search of Azcanta, right? Yeah. Oh, my search won't flip because I exiled my graveyard. Yeah, we're dead. I forgot. I went off into La La Land. Search isn't flipping. Our graveyard's empty. Alright, let's try one more. This deck just doesn't feel particularly good in the face of Narsets and other Planeswalkers and Command the Dread Hordes. The purpose of a deck like this is supposed to be to, like, go over the top of our opponent with, like, this powerful Lich's Mastery card, and just, like, the other decks in the format are just, like, going over the top of anything we're able to put together, basically. I mean, to be fair, I never would have drawn the Search for Azcanta if I had the Lich's Mastery out. Yeah, I agree on management. This feels like a good example of, like, a deck that's, like, hated out and nobody cares to hate it out, right? Like, we're just incidentally bad against a bunch of cards people are registering in their main decks because they're just good cards. taking a lot of splash heat, so to speak. I have a good answer to that. I'd love to draw a land next turn. They should have made some of the Hate Walker static abilities symmetrical. Nah, they don't really do that in Magic anymore. They make the hate less potent and one-sided, basically. They should have just made the effects positive and not negative. I think that's a good comment. Like, you getting to do a sweet thing in general in terms of game design is generally more fun for both players than, like, one player getting locked out of what they want to do as their thing. Sweet. Them casting this here means Time Raveler comes down next turn, draws us a card, and stops their negate from happening. Hey, Matt. Afternoon. Hope life's treating you well.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Are you playing at the Nerd Rage Standard thing this weekend, Matt? What if the sweet thing I want to do is prevent my opponent from doing their sweet things? Then you're a monster. You should be treated like one accordingly. We'll see them lightning strike or bedevil this. That's cutting off their negate currently.
Trust me, I have a plan.
This feels like a I forgot Teferi static ability pass. It really did. Let's just keep taking their threats. I'm gonna leave that there. On the off chance they don't take this away and we get to stick it, like this is a draw for. Oh, geez. We're playing Lich's Mastery and they're probably on 4 Dispersal, huh? Again, my opponent's not trying to beat our deck, but incidentally, they just, like, have these cards that dumpster us. You know, they don't even specifically really hate what we're doing. They just, like, are playing cards anyway. It's like, nope, that's just not good.
I really should have seen that coming. Let's slow this down. This might be a bad idea.
Oh, I should have shocked there, actually, because the shock while I have Mastery out's real loose. And hopefully my health total's not going to matter here. Yeah, we do need another black source. That's why I'm gonna do this. Ooh, the 5th land there means they can bedevil this, then still have negate up, which sucks.
It's only a matter of time.
So not jamming this into their negate. I have my next couple lands lined up here so I could draw a Thought Erasure or a Dovin's Veto to fight through this. Another three mana Teferi would be good too. Ooh, Conjecture. I'm gonna go ahead and draw Conjecture here, because I bet this baits the negate. Otherwise this draws 2 good cards from my bin. Have a Revitalize and a Thought Erasure down here. Aha! Successfully baited.
All of the multiverse will bend to my will. I have other schemes to attend to witness a motive.
Do I greed? Chat. Greed or not to greed? Greed or not to greed? Greed or not to greed? I like the people who said not greed, like we were here to not cast Lich's Mastery. Come on now. Are you new to this stream? We showed up to cast this card, chat. Come on now. What do you think? What do you think this is? This is the card our deck's named after. Come on now. You do not cast the card my deck is named after? You're a monster. No one runs 4-mana Bolas. They probably have 4-mana Bolas. Listen, if you can dodge 4-mana Bolas, you can dodge a ball, okay? Whoa! They didn't realize! Oh, they don't know! Don't tell Scotty, because Scotty doesn't know! Scotty doesn't know! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, Magic's great. Magic's great. Yeah, I mean, this card does have, like, infinite amounts of text on it. Cast a draw 4. For reference, for people that are not following my Scotty doesn't know reference, if my opponent dispersals my Lich's Mastery, I lose the game. So if they just cast Dispersal there, I would lose. My intellect is without limits. I am Nicobolas, blag, blag, blagger. I'm gonna give him a love tap just in case they have another counterspell for this. My internet is pretty close to being without limits. I've got 500 up, or 500 down, 100 up. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Do you have a third Nagate?
I will return.
You do not. Alright, well, assuming they don't know they can dispersal us, we're basically in an unwinnable spot. For a tenth of that. Yeah, the amount I pay per month is less than $100. What do I pay for fiber? I think it's 75. And I could actually get faster internet than that, but I decided that 500 down, 100 up was all I needed. Yeah, it's funny. When I had Comcast, we paid $45 a month for the service, but then I had to pay another $50 to uncap the bandwidth, because Comcast caps your bandwidth per month if you don't pay them extra blood money. Tofu Cow! Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. For keeping me around.
Right on schedule. That's more like it.
I'm a simple man. I see the fairy pod mother and I share the resub. God bless.
Another time, Planeswalker.
Another time, Planeswalker. So unlucky, have to discard the hand size. That's rude. That is incredibly rude. How's a guy supposed to draw all the cards when you go and play a card like that? Yeah, next turn this will be a draw. Step Thought Erasure, assuming this lives. They might Carnival this. It's a Carnival. Strike him down.
Now what?
Now what? I say what? What? I get to untap here with all my cards. Rude. Rude. I assume I'm losing Absorb unless this card is really good. You want to be able to stick a powerful one off the top here. We'd love to draw another Oathakaya or another little Teferi so we can pick up this Oathakaya and Axe Narset here. That unfortunately doesn't only draws one card and only on their turn because of Narset. She's very rude. Bedevil. I think I'd rather get rid of that. Mastermind's Acquisition. Sign me up. Yeah, they're playing something very similar to the last Grixis control list we played. Reed Duke and Logan Nettles have also been playing something very similar. I think that's where the list that someone had submitted to me originated from. To have 80 down, 40 up. I mean, for the record, like, 80 down, 40 up is, like, perfectly reasonable speeds. Like, the biggest reason that I got rid of my Comcast for fiber wasn't even the speeds. It was just the fact that my Comcast internet just didn't flipping work half the time. Just, like, was randomly down when I needed it to work for my job. Alright, so we're both gonna have flip search for Azcantas. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 mana. So if I Mastermind's Acquisition for Mirari Conjecture, I can't currently cast the Vraska's Contempt this turn. So I think I just do this for the exile counters off of things. So we'll Betrayal this.
I shall miss your
That's an interesting interface. You do not, because the other Lich's Mastery prevents you from losing. The fact that their deck, this matchup is definitely much better for us game one than post-board, just because post-board, their deck's gonna have a lot fewer dead cards in it, like these Ritualists and things like this are gonna board out for them. I think if they Carnage me here, I'm just like ditching these and exiling some cards here and holding this Veto for something more impactful. It's a carnival. Cancel, draw 3. This card's busted, chat. Cancel your spell, draw 3 cards. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, feels like we're into garbage time here. I've got counter spells to protect this from dispersal at this point. Uncertain if they realize they can dispersal this now, or if they're just waiting because they don't want me to absorb. 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 Tasty, tasty, tasty. I have enough to do this and take an extra turn, so let's do that. Slurp. There's only 11 cards in our deck. So we're like pretty likely to be able to get back to the Nexus of Fate here. Oh no! Oh no! They have 2 discoveries, chat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're not dead. So I get to play this, which picks an instant back up. So I get to do this and pick back up Absorb. And now if they Thought Erasure me, I just let it resolve, and then I still have a counterspell. They figured it out. They figured it out, chat. Our opponent could have killed us earlier that game if they had realized that they could just dispersal my thing. The opponent learned a valuable lesson that day. We're probably not gonna get the mercy choose not to kill you this second game. They know what's up, chat. They smell the blood in the water. It's fine. We're on the scoreboard. Can lose happy, etc., etc. Yeah, win or lose, this will probably be the last match with this deck because they are really long. We've been on this one for over an hour with 3 matches. Likely not gonna run another Lich deck before rotation. That's fair. Fair. Harsh, but fair. Bottom that. We only play 2 Liches to avoid drawing multiples early, ideally. Because I don't want to draw a Nexus until I'm ready to start casting a Geoff. Just drawing a 7-drop early sucks. Same reason drawing multiple of these early kind of sucks. So if both of our Liches get discarded, are we dead? Maybe. I mean, Lich technically doesn't win us the game. It just generates card advantage for us. So we're technically not dead if we lose both of these. Whereas, like, our down card advantage. Or potential card advantage. That's true. That is the true embodiment of Hoaglandia. Hoping to draw a 3rd land, draw a 6-drop. It's like, yep, this is our lives. They did bid in our set. They must need lands, right? Ew. Once we hit the 3rd, Baby Tef's like, I'm here to draw you to the 4th. That's what I'm talking about, Teferi. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's just good, clean living, chat. Good, clean living. Ooh, they played a discovery. Ooh. Veto is sweet.
Here goes nothing.
Nope. Bye, Felicia. Should have one more to go for Discovery Dispersal. It's the next level. Read.
Here we go.
Opponent knows both of the cards in our hand. You have a Baby Nick. Baby Nick do 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 do. Baby Nick do 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 do. Baby Nick do 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 do.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
How does this deck win? There's one copy of Nezahal in the sideboard. You can also take infinite turns and tick your Teferi up whilst while picking up your Oath of Kaya while taking infinite turns. Okay, I mean, all things considered, flipping a search for Azcanta against Grixis is pretty good.
Suits me well. Everything is power.
What?
I am everything.
Very cheeky, Nicol Bolas. Very cheeky. Opponent knows they can't beat this card flipping over. Alicia. Bedazzle? Yeah, they're not playing Bedazzle. Ain't cool enough to play Bedazzle.
Wipe your bloodline. You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
Alright, so I got 3 cards in here that's confined that kill this. Oh, I'm almost glad I didn't find them because I tapped my lands wrong. Yikes. Yikes.
That's more like it.
Think I'm just passing. Now we have like 2 nicks we have to beat. We're probably dead here. I guess this bounces this. No!
You eons ago.
Eons ago.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Alright, alright. Negate me! Negate me! Alright, so like the Hallowed Fountain here, so like what's the hope here? They play this, we discard this, we untap, we play this, we bounce this, we draw an Elderspell. That's the like, we stacked everything and we drew perfectly. Yeah, they're taking like 2 cards away from us every turn in addition to them drawing 2 cards, so like, we're pretty far behind. Stressing our resource to the point where like, the Azcanta actually can't manage to take over the game. Like it often does in matchups like this. That's not good enough, right? Because they just get to flip this over. I'm still supposed to do this. Just go grab Elderspell and kill this. I don't think I can give them another turn of doing this. Oh, you know what? That was wrong. I should have gotten Price of Betrayal there, so that way next turn Elderspell could be drawn to kill this. That's because Price of Betrayal doesn't kill this. He goes to 9, right? Yeah, small mistake there. Probably dead anyways because it requires drawing a 1 of either way, but... Alright, on to the 3rd one. Oh yeah, flip below, so we're gonna return the other one anyways. Good call, good call. Yeah, let's do it. Duress, search Teferi. We got curves, chat. We got curves. Good lord, how do I ever beat this card in a million years? Can I? Hopefully they just don't have red mana or don't have 3 lands on time. I have Othakayas in my deck. I do have Othakayas in my deck still. 2 or 3, I think. There are not 6 mana planeswalkers in this deck currently. As a heads up on mobile, there should be a Stream Decker icon on the side of your screen that will show you what the deck list is on your mobile app.
Thank me later.
The deck list extension integrates on mobile.
Might be a bad idea.
Brick, 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 brick. Yes! Victory!
Only time will tell.
Teferi loves the carnival, okay? Oh, look at that. We were fine either way. Yikes. Yikes. All right, well, ugh. The next paper tournament, will you shout brick at your opponent? I'll think it very loudly. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we were fine either way, right? We get to play this next turn. To pick back up Mastermind's acquisition next turn. Garden Variety Troll, thank you for... Welcome back. Thank you for the welcome back. Oh, no! Oh, no! Brutal. Man, they're giving us a run for our money here. Yeah, but there's no guarantee I hit the land, Tom. I think that would be greedy. Oh, you're saying the search. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Well, no, wait, did I don't think that works. I needed the 5th land on turn 5 so I could Kaya plus Veto. Yeah, I only have 2 black sources. This doesn't really do it this turn. I think I'm passing, so that way I can double cast this next turn. I'm exiling the Veto here, so that way maybe they play something into the Absorb. Veto is also bad against 4-mana Nick. Very true. So I could double Masterminds here. And play Baby Tef. I think that's the line.
I know my responsibility.
Hey, thanks for the 6 months, Fire Emblem. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get Contempt with the second one, just in case they have another 4-mana Nick. Hey, Turbo Scoop, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Hope life is treating you well. Thanks for keeping me around. I don't have triple black, Tom.
At the time, Planeswalk, my schemes are never ending.
That is not a black source.
We will meet again.
Alright, so we're taking 5 this turn, but Contempt, or if we hit like an Oathakaya off the draw step, or this Azcanta activation could be okay. They might take this Contempt and try and run us down before the Mastery's relevant. Could we have grabbed a black source and played Price of Betrayal? Yeah, I guess that's technically a line. Maybe that was okay. It keeps us up a land and it gives us black sources for this. I don't know though. Like getting 2 spells is pretty appealing. I definitely didn't consider get a black source and Betrayal because it doubles it up. For flip's sake. Alright, we're dead.
I'm a god once again.
I thought I boarded in Price of Betrayal. I don't remember. In a move that should come as a surprise to few, normal Esper control struggles to be competitive in this format. Bad Esper control is even worse. So this card, like we talked about, just is incidentally bad against so many cards that people want to be playing in this format anyways, that it's really just not competitive. So like things like Narset, and then Little Tef makes it hard, and then just like all these other things that like go over the top, like Command the Dread Horde. Yeah, this one was a pretty